This way. All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, formed out of 1 West 125th Street, under command of YAHANNA, and we are the home of the truth. This is the I.S.U.P.K, Killeen, and Houston Sabbath service. Today we in Killeen. We're going to be rocking it out at camp with them in Killeen for a camp today. So I was like, you know what, why not bring a Sabbath service to Killeen, man? And these brothers were gracious enough to get everything set up for me. Give these brothers a hand. You know what I'm saying, in Killeen. You know what I'm saying? They were gracious enough to get everything set up for a brother, so I don't have to do too much of no work, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of instruction, man, and that's the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Right. That being said, let's get it on. Okay, horn for me, horn blast. The die one. Medium. State your name, like me, I'm Shapat, Banya Howard, or Banya Shalom. That's what you say, your name though.
Say it.
Your name.
Gadawan, Banya Howard, Banya Shalom.
Gadawan, Banya Howard, or Banya Shalom.
Yahba Shem El Shabrakatav.
Yahba Shem El Shabrakatav. Alright, come on, Blair. Come on. Oh yeah, I forgot. We should have did that way he was doing it. Yeah. All right, no sweat. Now, approach. All right. You're going to have to come sit down. Sit down? Yeah, come sit down. Well, you ain't going to sit down, but stand. Stand right here. In between us. Stand right there. All right, give me another horn blade. Switch hands. Grab it. Turn. La Yasha.
Yasha.
La Yasha.
La Yasha.
Drink. Horn blast. Horn blast. Oh, sorry. Put the cup in. Unravel that right there. Take that off of it. Pick it up. Put it in Alright. About to get into the prayer. So, Amadim Wapanyaha Kodash. Saw, turn and face the east. The east will be, follow top of Saul's lead. He can show you exactly what east is. What we're going to do now is go into the prayers.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemka. Yahweh. Malak-Waka.
Taba'ah.
Matazaka. I.S.U.P.K. Ba'arataza. Kawah. I.S.U.P.K. Bashamayim. Latanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Masalakana. Masalaknawa. Masalaknawa. Wala'ah. Taba'ayana. Banasayawan. Ball. Pashana. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Lakab. Amalakwa. Waha'allah. Wahatapara.
Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power and the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right, the power. Haka. Yahweh. Bahashim. Yahweh Shah.
Baruch Hashem.
Natalanawa.
Natalanawa.
Haka.
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 Larapa.
Larapa.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Marawa.
Wakal Marawa.
Haka.
Haka.
Lataha.
Lataha.
Hamatazarian.
Hamatazarian.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahakuyam.
Lahakuyam.
Hamakyam.
Hamakyam.
Haka.
Haka.
Al-Rakawa.
Al-Rakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarashim.
Lagarashim.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Yahusha.
Yahusha.
The
Aman. Aman. In English. Yahweh. Yahweh. In the name of Yahusha. In the name of Yahusha. Please give us the power. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. To cast them out. In the name of Yahusha. In the name of Yahusha. Thank you. Thank you. So be it. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha.
Asha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahoyim.
Al-Hahoyim.
Mahayan.
Mahayan.
Yabba.
Yabba.
Azaria.
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 Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Asha.
Asha.
Shamayan.
Shamayan.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'arataza.
Al-Yatan.
Al-Yatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragalka.
Ragalka.
Al-Yayamu.
Al-Yayamu.
Shabarka.
Shabarka.
Hana. It's like Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yarawam.
Yarawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Tazarka.
Tazarka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Bayala.
Bayala.
Yeah. Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aka.
Taza'aka.
Wabawaka.
Wabawaka.
Ma'at.
Ma'ata.
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 Wa'al awalam.
Wa'al awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. Unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh. My help coming from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Will not slumber. Behold. Behold. He that keepeth Yahsha'Allah. He that keepeth Yahsha'Allah. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy keeper. How is thy shade upon thy right hand? How is thy shade upon thy right hand? The sun shall not smite thee by day. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. And thy coming in. From this time forth. From this time forth. And even forevermore. Even forevermore.
All right, Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damaya Laka.
Al-Damaya Laka.
Al-Tashkharash.
Al-Tashkharash.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Dashakwat.
Dashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashana Yaka.
Wamashana Yaka.
Nayashwa.
Nayashwa.
Yasha'awa.
Yasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Ya'araya. What's that?
Ya'irayawa.
Ya'arayawa.
Ya'arayawa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatasha.
Wayata ya'atazawa.
Wayata'atashawa.
Wayata ya'atazawa.
Al-Tazapanyawa Yaka.
Al-Tazapanyawa.
Amarwa. Lakawa. Wana Kayadam. Magal. Salaki. Magalia. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Awad. Kaya. Now I Tazawa. Lab Yakadwa. Al Yaka. Boya. Yakarathwa. Ahawya. Alawam. Let me see, hold on. Boyashama Aliyaham. Let me see. Mawa'aba. Wahagarium. Yeah. Wahagarium. Gabal. Wa'almawan. Wa'almalak. Palashah. Yashabya. Tazawa. Gam Ashawa. Nalawa. Amam. Hayawa. Zayawa. Labanya. Lawat. Salah. Ashaloham. Kamadyan. Kasayasai. Is that? Kasayasara. Kayabyan. Banakal. Kwashashwan. Salak. Say it again. Kwayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'alama. Shayatamwa. Nadayapmawa. Ka'ara. Wakaza'aba. Salak. Wakaza'aba. Wakasabak. Wakatazalmaya. Wakatazalmana. Karnasa Yakabwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Naawa. Alahayam. Shayatamwa. Kagogala. Kakwash. Lapanya. Rakah. Ka'ash. Taba'ara. Ya'ara. Okay. Taba'aya Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Haryam. Khan. Taradapma. Basa Iraka. Let's see. Wapatka. Tabahalam. Mala. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh. Yabashwa. Kwalawan.
No, hold up.
Did I miss?
Wayabahawa. Start right there.
Say it again.
Wayabahawa. 3 lines down.
Okay. Wayahabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Where I'm at, so I know.
3 lines. The third. 1, 2, 3 up.
1, 2, 3.
Wayabahawa.
Okay. Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayai.
Wayakaparwa.
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 Wayakaparwa. Wayaabawa. Wayaadbawa.
Wayaabadwa.
Wayaabadwa. Wayadaawa. Kaya.
Ata.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Labadka. Yawan. Alkal. Haratazah.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They
against
have
thy
taken
people.
crafty counsel.
Salaki, y'all. Let me finish my verse before y'all start talking.
Counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said. Come. And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yashala.
That the name of Yashala.
May be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Moab. And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
The Baal. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Ze'er. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Almuna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession. O my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. As the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. Thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Of the Most High. Over all the earth. Son of Christ. Saul. And you're shopping, which means to sit. Put it down. Get a prayer in the hand clap, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what I always say. I used to say this when I first started Sabbath service.
Gotta get
You know, when you when the prayers get jumping, in Psalms 83, you get in the heart, you get in the heat of Psalms 83. You start feeling that sweat right here.
Right
there.
Right.
That's when you know you're in a good spirit right there. You start feeling that sweat right there.
Right.
Oh, sign Christ.
Well, I guess I can go and wipe that sweat right there.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, wipe it. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to feel that right there. Hold up. Give me 1 second, right quick. See something right quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, just so everyone knows, we're gonna be starting at Leviticus chapter 10, verse 8. You got your phone? Get it up. Give me 1 second, everybody.
Leviticus. I got Hebrew and Talina. I guess that's cool too, right?
Yeah, whatever interlinear you have.
Okay.
But that we be reading from the
Leviticus.
hub one so we can follow along with each other. It got
chapter
the
8?
Bible hub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go to Bible hub.
Leviticus chapter 8, is it?
10 and 8.
10 verse
Leviticus
8.
chapter 10, verse 8.
Yeah. Get us the code. Salaki. Come on. Check your phone. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's your first time?
It's my first time.
I'm sorry, Christ, man. Hey, just so y'all know, man, the purpose of the Sabbath service is so that we can get everybody acclimated, not only with, you know what I'm saying, what the Bible says from Genesis to the end of the prophets, where we Malachi, when we're gonna be reading the Hebrew and English of the whole Torah and the prophets, but also to give young brothers and brothers who aren't as young a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, front row practice on the Hebrew and the English. You understand? And it's spiritual, you know, because, you know, as we been in the Christian church, just keep it on wrap, as we've been in the Christian church all these years, you know, I'm 35. I was in the Christian church for goddamn 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We never went over the Hebrew. We never broke down scriptures like this. Reading from Genesis to Malachi at all wasn't even a thing. You know what I'm saying? They had Bible studies and things of that nature, but Bible studies was just them going over their own whatever they wanted to go over. It wasn't us breaking down from the very first word to the very last word of the Hebrew. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we have in the I.S.U.P.K. In the I.S.U.P.K, they give us a platform to teach what haven't been taught in the Christian church. You understand me?
Right.
And that goes for not only just the Hebrew and the English, but also for just the fact that you're just not getting these breakdowns in the Christian church. You're not getting the truth in the Christian church, so to speak. You know, so just make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, stick with us weekly, as weekly we'll be going over a few scriptures, you know what I'm saying, for a certain amount of time, so that we can make sure that we read the whole Old Testament in the Hebrew and the English and have that full understanding, you understand? So that being said, right now we're at Leviticus. We made it all the way to Leviticus, you understand? We've been doing this for a minute. So we had Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 8. And all I'm going to ask, I'll require of anybody who has never been to a Sabbath service, just get Bible Hub on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the interlinear on Bible Hub and you can see the scriptures right in front of you. You can see the scripture, the chapter and verse right in front of you. You can follow along in the Hebrew and the English and kind of see how these Hebrew words break down into English, and it kind of show you like the difference between just reading it from an English version and just actually, you know what I'm saying, looking at the Hebrew breakdowns of those versions, you know. So if you look at it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You know, that being said, we can get started. Let's start with Leviticus 10:8. Give me a second. Let me give you something right quick so you can help you out. There we go. Now, what I want you to do is this. I want you to read what this says. It's gonna be hard, but
Is that like
so you see the blue?
blue? That's like the gibberish.
Well, that's how the fake Jews read it.
Right.
We got to read ours in Lashon Kodash.
Right.
So I'll help you.
So
Just
it's
gonna
a-
read along. Just look at what you're reading, and we're gonna read along. We're gonna go to
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go to 14. Okay. So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Try that.
You want me to
word.
repeat it after you say it?
No, you say it, and then I'm gonna help you if you need it.
Okay. Okay. You want me to say the chapter and verse?
Yes, please.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 8.
Read from left to right. I mean, from right to left, Salaki. From right to left.
Wayadaba,
Wayadabar.
Wayadabar. Next word. Next word. Yahweh. All. Aran.
Aharon.
Aharon.
La Mar.
La More.
Mar.
More.
Amar.
Amor.
Amar.
Amor.
With an A.
More.
Amor. Amar.
Yeah.
Amar.
Where you from?
Louisiana.
Oh, okay, that's why. Maybe you was saying it. I just it wasn't capturing my ear. No sweat. Go to the next verse.
Verse 9.
Yayan.
Yayan.
Washakar.
Washakar. All. To the
Shah.
Shath. Atha.
Hey, look, you got to break down a little how you say the letters too. So just in case you got any questions, you can look at that too. Wabanyaka.
Yubanyaka.
Wabanyaka.
Banyaka.
Athka.
Athka. The
Baba Akam.
Babakam. All. Ahal.
Mawa'id.
Mawa'ai.
Wala'a.
Waya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
The Mathwa.
To
The
the
Mathwa.
the Mathwa.
The Mathwa.
The Mathwa.
Hakwat.
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 Hakwat. Iwalam.
Salome. La Darath Yakum.
La Darath.
Yakum.
Yakum.
La Darath Yakum.
Ladath.
La Darath Yakum.
La Darath Yakum.
Verse 10.
Verse 10.
Walahab.
Walahab.
Walahab. Dayal.
Walahab. Dio.
Dayal.
Dio.
Dayal.
Dio.
Dayal.
The y'all. Walahab. Dio.
Bayan.
Ayan.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Yeah.
Qua. Holy.
Holy.
Right here.
Unholy.
I'm right. Between. Holy.
For me, and I was
Cool.
Quadash.
Hakodash.
Hashkodash.
Hakodash.
Wabayan.
Wabian.
Bayan.
Bayan. Wabian.
Wabayan.
Wabayan. Ha.
Hakal.
Haka.
Hakal.
Haka.
Wabayan.
Wabayan.
Hama. Ta'a.
Hama. Taya.
Ta'a.
Hama. Ta'a. Wabian.
Wabayan.
Wabian. Wabayan. Hata Hawar.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Verse 11. Wala. Walaha Warath. Warath. What? Say that again. Warath. All right. Can you say it from top? Walaha Warath. Ata. Banya. That's Yasharala. Yasharala.
There you go, man.
Ata. Call. Ka. Ha. Takwayam. Ha. Ka. Tawayam. Ha. Ka. Kwa. Kuyam. Ka. Kuyam. Ashar. Dabar. Yahweh. Aliham. Bayad. Moshe. That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
Verse 12. We're only going to 14.
All right. Come on. Verse 12. What? Wayad Dabar.
There you go.
Moshe. All. Aharon. We're all. Elazar. Eleazar. We're all. We're all. Ithamar. Ayathamar. Ayathamar. Ayathamar.
Good.
Banua. Hanawatharim. Quaquia. Quaquia. Quiet. Qua. Ka. Wa. Qua. Wa. Kawa. Ha.
In the back of the throat. Yeah.
Talking a little bit.
All right. You say it one more time.
Kwakawa.
Kwa.
Kwakawa.
Kawa. Kawa. Kwawa.
It's all right.
Ata. Hamanach. Huh? Hamanachka. Hamanachka.
There you go.
Hanawathra. Ratha. Ma'ashiya. Yahweh. Wa'akawa.
My Iwath.
Excuse me. Matazawath.
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 Atazal.
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 Hamazabach. Kaya. Kodash. Kodashiam. Kodashiam. Hawa. Hawa. Verse 13. Wa'akalatham. Ata. Ba Makuam. Kodash. Kaya. Kaya. Ha Koka. Wahakwa. Wakaka. Wakwa. Kwa. Kwa. Banyaka. Hawa. Ma'asha. Yahweh. Okay. Kaya. Khan. Tazawayathia. Verse 14. Wa'ath. Khasa. Hatan. Hatanawapa. Wa'ath. Shawak. Shawak. Waka. Hatara ma. Hatara ma. Hatara. 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 Rama. Wama. Hatara Wama. Say it again. Ta'akawa. Bamakwam. Tahawa. Ata. Wabanyaka. Wabanathika. Aka. Athka. Kaya. Hakwaka. Wakwa. Wakaka. Kwa. Wakakwa. Banyaka. Nathanoa. Nathnoa. Mazabaka. Masab. Let's say it one more time. Mazabak. Yeah. Shalamya, Banya, Yasharala, start at 8. Book of Leviticus chapter 10 verse 8. In English. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, saying, do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when you go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations.
All right, so look, so the tabernacle wasn't just any old, you know what I'm saying, place, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was the holiest of holies, you understand? And it's a lot of situations where, I mean, we spoke of last week, where if you were just doing one minor thing wrong, the Lord will send fire on you at the tabernacle while you were standing in front of everybody and burn you to a crisp,
Right.
type of thing. That's what happened with the sons of that was the sons of Aaron, right? That was the sons of Aaron. What was their names, real quick? Let me get it. Was Mish. Oh no, that was the sons of Uziel, the uncle of Aaron. That was Mishael and Elzaphan. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones that was, and we talked about this last week, but they was burning strange incense in the tabernacles, and the fire jumped up and ran down on them. You understand me? The point I'm trying to make is, when it comes to the tabernacle of the Lord, you better follow the directions and the protocols, else you're going to die.
Right.
You understand me? And what can we take from that? The protocols will save your life. You understand? The protocols will not only save your life, but it might save the brothers around you. You understand me? Now, Moses was getting all these instructions. His instructions was to give these instructions to the men under him, so that their lives will be saved. And that's the same thing that we do in the I.S.U.P.K. We're given instructions that come from a whole different state. You understand me? Protocols that come from places where we haven't been unless we've traveled. You know what I'm saying? Some of us haven't even been there yet. We get these protocols that pass down to us. We don't even know why we do them. Just follow them. But it turns out these things save our lives. You understand me? From the small things to the big things. You understand me? When a man above you tells you and gives you instructions, you are supposed to follow them. And you follow them without question. It's like the sons of Aaron didn't ask, why are we doing these things? The sons of Moses and Aaron and the sons and all the Levites, rather, they never just asked questions from the Lord.
Right.
You know, Moses didn't ask the Lord questions. Aaron didn't ask Moses questions. And the sons of Aaron, which are the Levites, didn't ask Aaron questions. That's what you need to get from it. You feel me? And once you do, and another thing is, I think I spoke about this last week as well, but just don't tweak the orders. Don't tweak the protocol, because you end up like Mishael and Elzaphan when they tweak the protocols. And it is part of the protocol to have incense burning. They sprinkle a little something else on there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just I like this smell. My rib have it at the house. This smell the Lord might like this same smell. I must sprinkle a little bit of lavender on there, a little bit of, what I'm saying, a little bit of that other stuff. That sorcery. Right. Whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. That's the same thing as the Christian church. You go in a Christian church and they sprinkle a little crack on their pipe before they go in and preach their sermons. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why the Lord ain't with the Christian church. You understand me? Or when after they leave the church, they sprinkle a little weed inside their backwood. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that they doing what the Lord asked them to do. It's the problem we have with the Christian church, and the problem that the community has, because we don't understand protocol and we don't know what the protocol is, because no one here, no leadership in our community is teaching what protocol is or what it is to follow rules. That's why our people are unruly people. You know what I'm saying? An unruly manner of people in the ghettos. Not only because of that, also because of the poverty and, what I'm saying, what we have to deal with as a people, but following the rules is a part of it. Right. We have rules that'll get us out of the poverty. You got something?
Yeah, I just want to add to what you're saying. So heavy, like that's the main problem with the Christian church, because there is no order when you say, I got my own individual walk with God. That's not no order, and that's not you have a nation. To build a nation has to be on one accord, and that's the advantage that the heathen nations have. That's why we always say our people love to follow the heathen nations. Then follow that then.
Right.
And follow how they only follow each other's orders, and even if they're wrong, they'll discuss that behind closed doors. But for the meantime, they gonna roll Japanese, gonna roll with Japanese, Chinese gonna roll with Chinese, and we're into different religions, different cultures. Why? Because I'm doing my own walk and I got my personal relationship. Personal relationship means you have no order in your nation.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got it. I just want to say that.
No sweat, man. And order is necessary because the direct reflection of order, or direct what's the word I'm looking for? The counter of Florida, the contrast of Florida, the white for the black of Florida. Excuse me,
Right.
I said Florida. I'm saying order.
Order.
That's what I mean.
The opposite.
It's what? The opposite.
It's
Right.
chaos.
It's chaos.
That's right.
Exactly. And if we don't want chaos in our communities, if we want to rid our communities of chaos, what's the answer? Like, it's simple. The answer is order.
Right.
We need to get ourselves in order. And that's what we're missing in our communities. That's what we're missing by this so-called leadership called the Baptists and such, and the Christ Ebenezer on the Rock, Mount Zion,
Real talk. Yeah.
in the pasture churches that they have on every corner next to, and not far from that, a liquor store. You understand me? Like, that's the problem we having in our hoods. That's the solution, really, that we have for the problems in our hood. And that's what we teach out of the Bible,
Right.
passed down from us from Commander YAHANNA.
That's right.
And I.S.U.P.K. If you want to learn that, then just call a school near you, and we can teach you that. We can
Right.
teach you how to get out of this disorder. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 10. And that ye may put difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean. Verse 11. And that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord has spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
That's crazy. You understand me? Like, first off, the Christian church is not even a pinch of salt close. Like, that's like this. It's not even that close to being close to what the tabernacle meant for the people of Israel. Not even that close. Because for one, there's no difference between what's clean and unclean, what's holy and unholy in the Christian church.
Right.
Right.
They say, "Come as you are." You know what I'm saying? They misrepresent a lot of scriptures to try to make the Christian church be something that it shouldn't be.
Right.
You feel me? Or excuse me, because the Christian church is exactly what it should be, which is something that's destroying our people. You know what I'm saying? What we should be doing is following what the Bible tells us to do, which was separate the holy from the unholy, the clean from the unclean, as priests
Right.
or as leaders.
Right.
You understand? And that's what's not being done in the Christian church. That's why you
Yep.
could go to the Christian church and you see all manner of wickedness in the Christian church, all manners of evil. You understand me? Child molestation, adultery. Like, they don't separate that from what's holy.
Right.
They don't separate that from what's clean. They mingle it all together. And what's they say? What's the saying? One bad fruit will spoil the whole bunch.
That's true.
You understand me?
Yeah.
That's why the Lord don't give a dang about one person being clean. One person being clean, he'll destroy a whole city. Like, it's been chances where he's tried to give us cities chances, and he's destroyed them. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
You understand me? Is there one righteous? Is there 100 righteous? Is there 10 righteous men? Is there 5 righteous men?
Right.
1 righteous man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't find any.
Right.
That's the same thing in the Christian church. When you can't find that righteousness, and you can't find that cleanliness, and you can't find that holiness, you're set for destruction. You lining yourself up for a knockout punch
That's right.
from the Most High. You cannot be like that. You can't be a leader that teaches people to be that way. You understand me? Christ said that if you teach even the least against even the least of the commandments, paraphrase, then you bound for destruction.
Right.
Even the least, you're gonna be the least of the kingdom. The very least, you're gonna be the dude that gotta pick up dookie
Right.
in the streets.
Maintenance, man.
Is that something that you want to put yourself in line for? You know what I'm saying? These Christians, man, and the Christian spirit is so evil. The Christian spirit will tell you that, man, in the Christian church, they say, man, you know what, I don't care what I do. I just wanna do anything. Man, that's not the spirit to have. The spirit to have is, man, I want to be the best at what I can be. I want to do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's so hypocritical in the Christian church. You hear one thing and then you hear another thing that's totally contradictory to the thing that you've heard, and they just say it and they say it with a smile on their face, and there's no one ever just thinks like, oh, that don't make sense. That don't match. But that's the clean and the unclean putting together. That's the holy and unholy putting together. It don't match. It don't make sense. It's a contradiction. Right. And that's why when you run into these blackity black and these Muslims and all that, that's why they think they got a handle on what the Bible. They think they can they think they can defeat men who know the Bible, because they look at the Christian church and they can see the contradiction from the big things to the small things. They can see they can smell it, like it's blatant. But that's the problem y'all have with us. You understand me? You Muslims and you blackity black sons of gun. Don't come to us with that, because we know the Bible and we know we separate clean from unclean. We separate holy from unholy. Ain't nobody unclean coming to no Sabbath service. Right. And it ain't because that we not inviting you to the Sabbath service. Right. Obviously not. You know what I'm saying? All blacks, Hispanics, and Native American are invited to Sabbath service to practice rehearse the righteous acts of Sabbath. But if you unclean, you can't come, my brother. If you unclean, you cannot step in here. If you unclean, I mean, it goes back to the protocols. If you unclean, you can't even come to camp. Until you clean again, you can't come. Why? Because we don't want to end up like Mishael and Elzaphan. We don't want to end up like them while we out there trying to do the Lord's work. We don't want to see one of our brothers end up like them while we out here doing the Lord's work. So don't ever do it, because the Lord might decide to deal with you. The Lord might decide to deal with all of us. Right. So they go back to the protocol. I'm trying to hit all the points. Keep going.
Verse 12. And Moses spake unto Aaron and to Eleazar and unto Ithamar, his sons that were left, take the meat offering that remaineth of the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and eat it without leaven, beside the altar, for it is most holy.
For it is most holy. Now that's crazy. Now see, these Old Testament Hebrews will tell you that you can't be cooking no meat on you can't cook no meat on no Sabbath. But this was a speaking on the nature of Sabbath. Cut. You understand me? Super cut. And you had meat that you had to burn on a fire, right? What do black people call that today? Blacks and Hispanics call that today. Barbecue. Goddamn.
It's a super cut.
That's sweet savor. That's we call it a savory scent. You know what I'm saying? Sweeter to the Most High. Right. You know, you riding down the hood and during the weekend, and you can smell that barbecue smell. You know what time it is. You be like, oh yeah, it's time. You coming up to school and you don't even see the YAHANNA, but you coming around that corner right there by Walgreens and you start smelling it, and you're like, oh shit, I can smell it. These boys putting it down. Right. That's the thing that these Old Testament Israelites don't understand, because they think that you can't even turn the lights on. You know what I'm saying? When it's the Sabbath, you can't even lift your finger. You know what I'm saying? If it's pleasurable to you, you know, it's pleasurable to me to brush my teeth in the morning. Right. You know, but leave it to them. They funky and they breath stink and they can't see if you can't open the blinds. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing too much. You're working. Open the blinds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of things in this Bible, in Leviticus, in these first books, they destroy all these different philosophies that we hear today. You know what I'm saying? They flip them on their head. If you just read them, you know what I'm saying? If you just break it down, you got something?
No, I'm just saying that's a super cut.
Right. We've been looking at super cuts on these Old Testament Israelites almost every week. Yeah. You understand me? And it's like, how do y'all not see this? And this all y'all read is the first. It's all y'all read. Like, y'all stand on these first 5 books. That's your favorite books. You understand me? But yet and still you get cut by your own book.
Damn.
That's why they Christians. You know, it is what it is. Keep going.
Verse 13, and ye shall eat it in the holy place, because it is thy due, and thy sons' due, of the sacrifice of the Lord made by fire. For so I am commanded.
So don't ever say that the priest ain't do something.
Right.
Goddamn, you seen your tithes commanded in your hand, and I don't want to hear nothing else about it. You understand me? The priests definitely deserve what's due.
That's
Keep
right.
going.
Verse 14, and the wave breast and heave shoulder shall ye eat in a clean place, thou and thy sons and thy daughters with thee, for they be thy due, and thy sons' due, which are given out of the sacrifices of peace offerings of the children of Israel.
Even the family get a piece.
Right.
You understand me? Passing that meat over to your family. You working for them. Old Testament done. Old Testament Israelites rather done. You know what I'm saying? You see all these cuts in here. We're gonna go keep it moving though. You know, the brother has read his last verse. We're probably gonna wrap it up in a little bit. I'm gonna get a couple more verses in before we start getting prepared for camp. So Amadiyam, which means to stand. Let's see here, who wants this? Carl Kazai, you wanna go, man? It look like you got it on your face, man. I'll go ahead and get you. Oh shit, Nakwa, Carl Kazai. We can go Carl Kazai. He right here first. All right.
Kalkazah, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Carl Kazai, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Yahawah Ban Shem Yahushua Barakathon.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Leave that way. Yeah, hold on, legs. Shut up.
La Yasharala.
Kill it. All right, Yeshabia.
No.
All right, let's rock it out. His last one was verse
14, I think.
14.
Yeah.
So I'm having you read to the end of the chapter.
Come. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Shawak Hatara wa ma waka wa Salakia wakaza wakaza hata now pa hata nawapa al Ashya Hakha Labayam Yabaya Awa
It's Hachalabium.
Salakia Hakalabium Wabaya Awa Yab Ya'awa Laha Nayap Tanawapa La Panya Yahweh Wahaya Laka Salaki Walaban Yaka Athka Salaki Laka Lakakwa, I.W.A.L.U.M, Ka'ashara, Tazawa, Yahweh. Verse 16. Wa'ath, Sha'ayar, Hakata'ath, Darash, Masha, Wahanna, Sharap, Wayakwatazap, Allah Taza, Salakia, Allah Izar, Wa'al, Ayathamar, Banya, Aharon, Hana, Watharam, La'amar. Verse 17. Madawai, La'a, Akalatham, Atha, Haka, Ta'ath, Banakwarum, Bamakwawum, Hakodash, Kaya, Quadashyum, Hawa'a, Wa'atha, Nathan, Lakam, Lasha'ath, Atha, I1, Ha'ida, Lakapar, Al-Yahum, Salakia, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 18. Han, La'a, Hawaba'a, Atha, Dama, Atha, Hakodash, Panyama, Akawal, Ta'akawa, Atha, Bakwadash, Ka'ashar, Tazawayathaya, Tazawayathya. Verse 19. Wayadabar, Aharon, Al, Masha, Hayawam, Haquarayabwa, Atha, Khata, Atham, Wa'ath, Ilatham, Ilatham, Lapanya, Yahweh, Wathaquan, Wathaquaraan, Athya, Ka'ala Salakia, Wa'akalathya, Wa'akalathya, Kata'ath, Hayawam, Yatab, Ba'ayanya, Yahweh.
All right.
Verse 20. Wayashamai, Salakia, Masha, Yatab, Ba'ayan Yawa, Ba'ayan Yawa. Okay. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 15. The heave shoulder and the wave breast shall they bring with the offerings made by fire of the fat, to wave it for a wave offering before the Lord. And it shall be thine and thy sons, which thee by a statute forever, as the Lord hath commanded. 16. And Moses diligently sought the goat of the sin offering, and behold, it was burnt. And he was angry with Eleazar and Ithamar, the sons of Aaron, which were left alive, saying, Wherefore have ye not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, seeing it is most holy, and God hath given it to you to bear the iniquity of the congregation, to make atonement for them before the Lord.
So, just so y'all understand, Moses was all right. So he was looking. He was looking for the goat, the sin offering goat. You know what I'm saying? He was like, hold up, and he saw it, and it was burnt. He was mad at Eleazar and Ithamar. He was like,
No.
why y'all ain't ate why haven't y'all eaten the sin offering that was in the holy places for you to eat for this, that, and third? You know, what you doing? Like, why you ain't following instructions? You know what I'm saying? Like, so when y'all see us and the men above you and they ask you questions like, why you ain't doing what we told you to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these small things that we tell you, you might think, you know what I'm saying, in your mind is, I mean, again, it's a demon. Put in your mind telling you, like, why I gotta do this? Like, why I'm doing this? That's a demon, first off. Yeah. But when it comes in your mind and it makes you question what you're doing and why, you understand me? What you may or may not understand is you may be putting yourself at risk, the people around you at risk, and the nation at risk, right, by you not fulfilling these orders. Right. You understand me? And that goes back to, like, this chapter alone is big on just following what the protocols is. You understand me? Because these protocols that's been handed down to Moses from the Most High, and Moses down to Aaron, and Aaron down to his sons and the Levites, are very important, not only for themselves, but for the people around them. You understand me? This is like the cornerstone of this chapter. You understand me? It's understanding protocol and following it. Protocol can save your life and another person's life.
Right.
Can save you from sin and another person from sin. You feel me? You don't want to. Don't take the oath if you think that you can just do sin when you want to do sin. Don't take the oath if you think that you can just tweak the order here and there. Don't take the oath if you think that you just can follow the order when you feel like following the order. Don't do it. Save yourself the trouble, because one day the Lord gonna come see you about it.
Yep.
I pray he give you mercy. Mercy is given to a lot of us. If you do get mercy, if that mercy does come upon you, man, shit. Excuse me, Slocky. If that mercy does come upon you, just be thankful that mercy came upon you. You better make sure that you let everybody know that, hey, the Lord is merciful, and don't do this. And teach the men under you, don't do this. Teach the men around you, hey, bro, don't do what I did. Because you might end up like the sons of Uzziel. It's like we spoke about in this chapter as we've been going along. We've seen instructions being given. We've seen Moses pass the instructions down. We've seen Aaron pass the instructions down. And we've also seen brothers tweak the orders in this particular chapter. And we've seen the outcome of all of these things. We've seen the brothers who follow the order, and we've seen the chapter, the verse go to something else. You know what that means? It was good.
Right.
That's what that means. Hold up. What verse we in right quick?
Verse 18.
Okay, hold up. Okay. All right, so no sweat. Because we're gonna see what happens when you follow the orders at the end. You understand me? We also seen what happened when you don't follow the orders. If you want to recap on that, go to the Facebook from 2 weeks ago, and you can see what happens. What happened when, or I think it was 2 weeks ago. About a week or two ago. You know what I'm saying? You can see exactly what happens to when you don't follow the order, when you don't follow the protocol, as I've mentioned a couple times today. And I have to mention it a couple times. And if you have to, you better mention it to the men up under you a couple times.
Right.
You shouldn't have to, obviously. But as a brother and as the brotherhood, make sure you telling these brothers, man, hey, you might lose your life if you don't follow these protocols. And then I'm not saying to say it while you're giving a protocol. Say it on the slick, you know what I'm saying? Say it when y'all chilling and hanging out, man. Hey, when it comes to your mind, man, hey, and these protocols, something else, boy. Like, y'all know how to talk, y'all know how to be brotherly and you know what I'm saying, remind brothers of what's the importance of being, of following orders. Like, man, that could have been you that got kicked in your chest for squirting lotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would have happened if that protocol wasn't followed? You know what I'm saying? When that devil came up on us, you know what I'm saying? Came up on the camp, and then all I hear was back up, and I, you know what I'm saying? Out of sheer repetition, I just started saying back up because I heard it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just say back up too. That's the protocol, right? Y'all know that's the protocol, right? When you hear back up, you just say back up. You don't even have to see what's going on. Just say back up too.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, now we figure out what's happening now. Because everybody hones into what's happening. And now we can address it.
Right.
And the Lord saw that we was doing what we had to do. And guess what? It died down on its own. They moved around quick. You understand me? Like, the protocols are there for a reason. And none other than that, but guess who else was around in that same vicinity? The people who stomp on your throat, you know what I'm saying, when they see black men in the streets. The enforcers, what they call it in the slave quarters, the authority, what else? It was something else. What else they call it? The
Overseers.
The overseers. Goddamn. The overseers. They was right there. They was watching the whole thing. Right. We yelling back up though, so they know that we not the threat. Right. You understand me? But we don't tell y'all that when we say, hey, just yell up back up when you say back. When we hear back up, Just yell out, back up. I didn't tell you why. But then when we see it in the application, you say, oh shoot, that's why. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, you know, they didn't even look at us. They looking at the dudes.
Right.
You know, and they backed up because they already see what time it is. They see what's going on because they came over there thinking that the overseers will have their back in the situation based off of how they acted. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's the importance of protocol, and that's what the importance of what these protocols was that Moses was passing down. I mean, get the spirit of what's going on in these scriptures. That's what Old Testament Israelites and Christians don't do.
Right.
They don't get the spirit of what's going on specifically. You got something?
Yes, sir. So, like, if I could, like, what's so heavy about what you just said about the fact that how the white man walked up to us. In his mind, he like, oh, police gonna be on my side. But the fact that we was following protocol with cameras and everything, knowing we could be on that corner exercising our right, the law had no choice but to, well, you know, come on, just leave him alone. You know, but in any other situation that we wasn't following protocol, we didn't have, you know, our permits, we didn't have cameras, they could have took their side easily.
Easily.
So
Easily. Most time, Christ, get that brother a hand. That's how that meme go. That black boy was like, that's using your head. You know what I'm saying, me? Keep going.
Come on.
Wrap it up.
Verse 18. Behold, the blood of it was not brought in within the holy place. Ye should indeed have eaten it in the holy place, as I commanded. Mm-hmm. And Aaron said unto Moses, behold, this day have they offered their sin offering and their burnt offering before the Lord. And such thing have befallen me. And if I had eaten the sin offering today, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Lord? Verse 20. And when Moses heard that, he was content.
See, read 19 one more time.
Come. Verse 19. And Aaron said unto Moses, behold, this day have they offered their sin offering and their burnt offering before the Lord, and such things have befallen me. And if I had eaten the sin offering today, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Lord?
So the point of this is Aaron is basically trying to get the breakdown from Moses. Just as, you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, again, we talking about Aaron, you know what I'm saying? Aaron is right up under Moses now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me break it down like this. After you follow the order, you can come ask me about what the order was. We can discuss it after you follow the order. You understand me? Just follow the order. You know what I'm saying? And then we can talk about how it broke down afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And what it said at the last verse?
Verse 20. And when Moses heard that, he was content.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we could get an understanding, and we can get on common ground after the fact. We can talk about it and deal with it after the fact. But while we in emotion, you follow the order, you follow the protocol. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna end up burning you end up burning your people, or you end up burning the whole nation. You understand what I'm saying? We got to remember that while we out here on these street corners. We got to remember that when we out here passing out flies. We got to remember that whenever we doing whatever as a priest and have taken that oath. Because this priesthood follow us wherever we go. In the slavery, even when you at your home, when you don't think nobody else is watching you, that's where it really follow you at.
Right.
Protocols. That's you know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna be there when we in the tabernacle. But it's definitely gonna be there when you by yourself. And you gotta remember them protocols, man. You got to keep them on mind, you know what I'm saying? But with that, I imagine gonna stand. Let me see. What time we got? I think 4. You got all the camp. Y'all got all the camp equipment and ready to go. Oh, most of Christ. Then let's get a little bit more. Then let's get a little bit more, man. I know Naquan. He was looking at me. He like he want to go, man. I'm gonna give it, bro. I'm gonna bless that brother game real quick. So, Lockie, we're gonna do just a little bit more. This next chapter, I love this next chapter. Everybody loves it. All right, this is a very informative chapter. With that, go ahead and stand. step up, bro. Right here.
Nakwa, Nakwa, Yahawada, Ban Yasharala,
Nakwa, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. Say it.
Nakwa, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala,
Nakwa, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Brakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Brakatah. Blast. No, you're alright. Come on. You're a horn blast, though.
La Yashala.
All right, you shot me. All right, man. Now, if y'all don't know, we'll just do a few more. We're gonna wrap it up. But I want to start this chapter off. My brother wants to read a couple verses. We'll read the first. Let's read the first 4, man. We're gonna just read the first 4, chapter 11.
Come on, sir.
You have your phone?
It's right over here. Salaki, sir. Hey,
Can the brother help the brother out, please? Let's see. Can't forget that.
the water. Come on, sir.
Just press the arrow.
Oh, the arrow. Come on, sir.
There you go.
All right. It's Salaki, sir. Am I reading from right to left?
Yeah, right to left.
Come on, sir. All right.
Tell on you.
I'm at verse, so like this is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Be'ar, oh, kan. Waya Debar, Yahweh, Yahweh El, Yahweh All, Moshe,
No, Masha.
Mashah,
We're not speaking
Colonel Concert,
of the Hebrew. We're speaking Lashwan Kodash.
Colonel Concert, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharon, La Amor, Alaham. Verse 2. Dab, Debarwa, All, Banya, Yasharala, La Amor, Za'ah, Hachaya,
Good, man.
Ashar, Akawa, Makiel, Makal, Salaki.
You like that? You like that?
Salaki.
Habahama.
Habahama.
Ashar.
Ashar, Al, Haras, Ha'arataza,
There you go.
Ha'arataza. Verse 3. Call. Maparats.
Parasa.
Maparatsa. Maparatsa. Parsar.
Parasa.
Parasa. Was.
Shama'ite.
Was. Salaki.
Shasa'ite.
Wa. Shatsa'ai.
Shasa'ite.
Shatsa'ai. Wa. Shatsa.
You can't hear.
Okay, kind of.
Got my grill in.
Wa.
Shasa'ite.
Wa. Shasa'ait. Sha'ar.
Shasa'ai.
Shasa'ai. Shasa'ai.
There you go.
Parasa.
Parasath. Ma'alat.
Ma'alat.
Ma'alath. Gorah.
Bahama.
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 Okay, so like.
Bahama.
Bahama. Ota.
Ata.
Ata.
There you go.
Taka.
Ta'akawa.
Akawa.
Kawa.
Akawa.
It's your last one right here.
Verse 4. Ak. Et.
Ata.
Ak. Et. Ata. So like
Yeah, don't read that. Hebrew.
Eth.
Ata.
Ata.
You like.
Ata.
Za.
Za.
La'a.
La'a. Ta.
Akawa.
Ta. Akowa.
Ta'akawa.
Ta. Akowa.
Akawa.
Oh, okay. Kind of concert. Ta. Akowa.
A call with the
Akowa.
a call.
Akowa.
There you go.
Ta. Akowa. Kind of kind.
Mama Ilia.
Mama I. Slaki.
Mama Ilia.
Mama Alwa.
Ilia.
Alia. Mama Alia.
There you go.
Okay. Hag.
Hagara.
Hagara. Mim.
Wa.
Why?
Why?
Top.
Okay, kind of.
You jammed up doing that.
It's a wa. Mama. Ritha.
No. Wa. Mama Pala. Wa. Mama Paryas. Yeah.
Wa. Mama Parai. Yes.
Wa Mama Parayaswa. Yeah. Mama Parayasya.
Yama Para Yasia.
Parayasya.
Pariyasia.
Yas.
Yasha.
Yashia.
Yas.
Yas. She.
Yas. Yeah.
Yas. Yeah.
Haparas.
Haparas.
Haparasa.
Haparasa.
Tata.
Ata. Hagamal.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ma'aila.
Ma'ila. Gara. Hawa. All right.
Wa Parasa.
Wa Parasa. And
Ayan Wa. Ayanoa. Maparis. Maparias. Tama'a. Hawa. Lakam. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
All right, so for those who don't know, now you know. Mentally, anytime somebody talking about food or what they call it, dietary law, it's Leviticus chapter 11.
That's right.
You break it completely down for you.
Right.
And you can use all of these scriptures and what you know about the animals you see daily to know, is these animals clean? Can I eat these animals? Can I put them between two slices of bread and make a sandwich? Or can I throw them back where they came from so that they can do what the Lord defined them or made them for? Right. Keep going.
Khan. Verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed. And hold on, I got you. I'm just reading it so y'all, because I'm about to ask y'all a question. So just to make sure y'all listening.
Right.
And cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Trooper, name an animal that's described like that you can't eat. Good job, give him a hand.
Yeah, that. Safe zone. Passover lamb.
50.
Calf.
Huh?
Calf.
Most High Christ, give him a hand.
ATX. That ATX, man.
Y'all going to the easy ones, huh? I'm going to ask the sisters, but y'all going to take all the easy ones before the sisters get to that, man.
I got a hard one.
Hold up, man. I got you. I'm coming to you. I'm coming. Sisters, y'all know one that fits that description? Think about it. Okay, I'm gonna, huh? God damn it, get the girl. You're right, sis. A deer. Any more? You think of any more? We're gonna think about it, okay? We're gonna say it again. It has a hoof, right? The hoof is parted, right? Parted meaning it got a part in it, split in it, right? Not only that, it's cloven-footed. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that the foot is like a, you know what I'm saying, like a little,
like nano.
you know what I'm saying? Like yo. So, right. What I'm gonna say? Hello. So, and then it cheweth the cud.
Right.
Which is the grass, basically. You know what I'm saying? What else?
It lightly chews it and throws it back up.
Oh, yeah, right. That. Cud. Yeah, chew it and, you know, that's the scientific practice. So, can y'all think of any other animal like that?
Nice.
Lee, a goat. You know what I'm saying? All right. 50s. Y'all got any more? Come on, Malakati, what you got?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'll give it to you, but a lamb and a sheep is pretty much the same thing, but it got a different name, so I'll give it to you. 50? I know you back there hiding. Oh, you just walked out. That's.
Oh, you want a nationwide double up over there?
Hold up, Malakati. You already gave one. What you got? Can't think of none. You been thinking hard? No sweat. All right, big 1,000. I know you've been waiting on it, huh?
Giraffe. Look at
Yeah,
that.
so y'all gonna usually get that giraffe meat at the local market.
Right.
But if you so decided to run down on a giraffe,
It's lawful.
strangle it by the throat, you know what I'm saying, and bring it down and bust it down for, you know what I'm saying, for the barbecue. You know, one of these barbecues, we're going to have giraffe.
Yeah, now real talk.
The Lord said the same.
I ain't never tried it.
We're going to have a cookout, South Texas cookout, starring the giraffe.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to have barbecue giraffe sandwiches.
Right.
Because you know them sisters, you know how the sisters do. They gonna put all the seasons on it. They gonna marinate the giraffe for like 3 days. We're gonna have barbecue giraffe. Giraffe neck bone. Get it, brother.
Right.
Jerk. Jerk giraffe.
Giraffe neck bone.
Right, jerk giraffe.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, barbecue giraffe jerk neck
giraffe
bone. What you
neck
got? You got one more for us? Buffalo. God dog. That's it. Dog. You wild call because you couldn't think of the buffalo. You could think. God damn. It don't. So a lot of stuff don't sound lawful when you're thinking about it in a carnal mind. You got to think about it straight. I'm not, you know, what I'm saying, no offense, you know what I'm saying, but think about it like this is how we understand exactly what the Lord meant for us.
That's right.
You understand? We got to do a lot of thinking. You know, it's a lot of animals on Earth. You know what I'm saying? You can just go to Discovery Channel, just watch animals. That's what I challenge y'all to do. Homework. Turn on the Discovery Channel. Read Leviticus 11. Turn on the Discovery Channel and start picking lawful, unlawful, lawful, unlawful, lawful, unlawful. Now, I mean, of course, if they talking about the reptiles, you know, they might be talking about something where you just, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be able to, you know, that all of this stuff that they talk about gonna be unlawful. But they might turn on, they might have one of them sea episodes where you could, I don't know, is it unlawful? Is it lawful? Go back to them scriptures. Read into it, you know what I'm saying? Even though it may seem like an animal that you would never think of eating, like the giraffe, it is a chance that it might be lawful for you to eat. No sign of Christ. We got one more scripture.
Come, sir.
Go ahead and get that last one in.
Come. Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that cheweth the cud, or of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
So it's just a further breakdown of what it means to. It's basically when you read the instructions at the first scripture, it's just a double down on what you need to not or what doesn't qualify for it. You understand me?
Right.
So like the camel. It chewed the cud. It do have the hoof, but it ain't divided.
Right.
It ain't divided.
Right.
You understand me? What else? What's another animal that cheweth the cud, has the hoof, but it ain't divided? Come on.
I'm sorry. Try to move things along. So
This here right here, we wrapping it up right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a brilliant exercise for y'all to teach our children, man. It's fun to think about animals. Children love animals.
That's true.
Let's think about the animals
Right.
that we can eat and we can't eat. You know what I'm saying? Make a game out of it. Get the
pictures and
flashcards
everything.
out. You know, it's a
with them,
flashcard.
coloring, but yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
good.
saying? With that being said, we'll catch back up. Do y'all got a highlighter anywhere? A pen? Find that for me real quick. Yeah, let me get that real quick.
Don't sound
Real
crazy.
quick. Let me mark it. The water. We're gonna be starting next week at chapter 11, verse 5. And there you go. And with that, imagine. She means to stand. Give me a horn blast. No, we ain't. Yeah, just give me a horn blast. Be the last priest, you get double portion.
Right.
You don't have to lie, y'all, so.
Okay.
It's cool. Alright. And we go Salakia. Make sure I'm right. Get myself right quick. All right, there we go. I blow the horn one time. All right, wrap up the tour. Wrap the tour. Wrap it. Cool. Make sure you cover all the nakedness. Come on now, the garment department. All right, pick. Grab the tour for me. There you go. All right, Amadyan YAHANNA. Turn the other way. Yeah, turn the other way. There we go. We're going to turn to face the east. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and the English. Yeah, it's at an angle. So, like, kind of where a 1 yard shadow is.
Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Avanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahawah. Taba'ah.
Tazaka.
I.S.U.P.K.
Bashamayim. Adlawa. Yawam. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahawah, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory, forever. So be it. So, we're going to salute the Torah. Don't stand over there. All right, it rank on. Where's Cap? Get all the men from outside.
Usually you would all of them, right?
No, not at the end.
How about Shem Yahushua?
Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Excellent.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Excellent.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Right hand, excellent.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Excellent.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Closer.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
I'm out of Shabbat.
Oh, sorry. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
So, son of Christ.
Right.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Wait. Yeah, Barak. They ain't missed it.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
All right, sisters, take a seat. Young man, you want to do it real quick? You want to try?
Come on, Justin, come on.
Just give it a try. Just give it a try. It's all right.
Put your hand on it. Go ahead.
Go and show them how to do it, Top of
All right, no sweat. So put this right here.
Right hand. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Say Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Barak Yah.
That brother here, man. Young man. It's all right, Christ. All right, come on. Come back. All right. All right, you can put the toy down. Hey. All right, now. We're going to do a courtesy salute to the men and the teachers. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat. Amayim. Barak. Yah. So, Amayim and sisters. All right. Y'all know the salute. All right, so let me just teach y'all right quick. You do like this. And you bow your head. And when we give our salute, you say, Yahweh. Yeah. Yeah, just repeat that. Yeah, repeat after me after when I say it. Yahweh. Shamar. I'll. Atah. Bahashem. Yahushua. So that's right after we say our salute. Okay? All right. Men of Israel. Amayim Shabbat. Amayim. Barak. Yahweh Shamar. Bahashem Yahushua. Oh, sorry, I'm crying. All right. Yazmatah. Oh, slide. Dismiss.
All right, let's go. Double time. Straight to camp. Let's get it.